Rookie Racer is a Vekoma Junior coaster that opened in 2023 at Six Flags St. Louis in Eureka, Missouri. Located towards the back of the park, it replaced part of the old go-kart track right next to one of the park's wooden coasters, the Boss. It was a much-needed addition for the park since it really didn't have a kiddie coaster for a while before this opened. It still has a fairly impressive layout and is definitely fun for the whole family, not just kids. It has a pretty standard racing theme, even complete with audio blasting around the area. While the train is parked in the station, two racing commentators talk about the upcoming race, and they have some nice banter between them. When the ride is going, the audio switches to actual race car sounds blasting in the area, with engines revving up and the train speeding throughout its course, even with a race engineer telling you how many laps are left. It's not quite onboard audio, but it is honestly loud and clear enough to feel like it. The trains themselves kind of resemble your standard Formula One car, especially at the front with the front wing design. The trains also feature just a standard lap bar with no seatbelt and are pretty comfortable. The stats are not crazy, but still pretty impressive for the smallest roller coaster in the park, with a height of 41 feet, speed of 27 miles per hour, and a track length of 843 feet. Now we got stats out of the way, let's see how it rides. The ride begins with the race engineer telling you to warm up your tires as you embark up the lift hill. You then dive into the first drop to the left before switching quickly to the right in a more drawn-out bank turn. You then turn smoothly to the left again down a fairly tight left-handed helix as the race engineer tells you it's the final stretch. There's one more final S-bend before heading back into the station, but this is only the first lap of two. On the second lap, the ride course is of course the same, but the race engineer now instructs you to go flat out into turn one on the drop. The train continues through the rest of the course with the car engine sounds still blaring, and the engineer says to hit the apex of each of those turns. You finally reach the station again, and the engineer congratulates you for getting P1 and winning the race as a rookie driver. Overall, this is a very welcome addition to the park, and something I honestly think most people would have fun on. I usually get at least one ride on this coaster during my visits to Six Flags St. Louis because of how smooth this ride is, as well as all the racing theming too. Especially as an F1 guy myself, it's cool to hear what the commentators are saying on the speakers as you wait in line, and I'm sure this is a lot of kids' favorite ride in the park due to how re-rideable it is. Vekoma honestly makes probably the best family coasters in the game right now with their newly designed track, and that makes for one of the smoothest rides I've ever been on. This particular model is actually a clone with a bunch of clones all over the world, but this is the first to come to the US, and I would like to think there would be more coming soon. I'm very grateful that we got this ride instead of a Kid Flash Cosmic coaster from Skyline Attractions, as those were pretty much a complete disaster in operating and are now closed at their respective parks. It's a great family ride for the park, and definitely make sure you don't skip on it on your next visit to Six Flags St. Louis. Be sure to subscribe for more content and be on the lookout for more coaster reviews and other theme park videos in the near future.